Yep. Good evening, everyone. So I will give you today first overview of what are the topics we are going to learn in React here. First, let me give you the overview of concepts we are going to learn. And the prerequisite for this to start learning with React, you must have good knowledge of HTML and JavaScript. I hope you are already good in HTML and JavaScript. Here we are not going to discuss any JavaScript. So we will directly use JavaScript. So it is mandatory for everyone attending this session to have prior knowledge of JavaScript, right? So I hope everyone have that HTML, JavaScript, you are aware of that. Otherwise, this batch is not going to teach JavaScript. Okay. So otherwise you will face problem in understanding the concept. We need prior knowledge of HTML, JavaScript. And if you are good in HTML, JavaScript, actually in this session, so we are going to discuss React JS version 18x. Our class is going to deal with React JS 18x version. Actually, React JS, lot of versions are there. Currently, companies are not using all versions. React 18 is the latest version of React. Several companies are still using React versions which are lower than 18. That means actually React versions, React up to 17 versions up to 17 are different. So up to 17 are different. From 18 onwards, lot of changes made into React. So React have a lot of new things after the version 17. After the version 17, several new things added. So we are going to discuss React 18 version, which is having lot of changes. But while learning the concepts, I will explain both versions, because even you are learning 18, you may not have to work on 18 directly, because several companies are still using 17 and lower version, 16 like versions. So you will face problem if you try to implement whatever you learned in this 18, because React older versions are having lot of difference, so many new things added. So I will give idea of both. That means our primary aim is 18, but while learning 18, we will simultaneously discuss how to handle the same concept in old version. So that if in any company you have to deal with React old version, you can manage. Otherwise, with latest version knowledge, managing old versions, you will feel some difficulty. But here we are going to understand both. We are going to learn both. And actually, in React, there are so many topics to learn as a developer. So many people have doubts about different topics. We are going to cover all the topics here. That means we are going to learn A to Z, all the topics of React here. I will upload one online document in a Google Classroom and I will share with you. In that document, you will find all the course content. That means what topics we are going to discuss and what are the subtopics in that, everything, a course content I will upload. You can go through that. right? I will share that classroom code at the end of the session so that I can upload all classroom related notes and everything into that class, right? So detailed course content you will get there. I will give some highlights. In React, we are going to learn how to use the components. We are going to learn how to interact with APIs. How do we interact with APIs and all? We are going to discuss about state management. State management. Generally, people use a lot of concepts called like Redux. So Redux, it is one frequently asked in React. It is related to state management. You will learn about material UI. These topics may be new for you because these are learned by React people. So these are, I'm just giving as highlights. Even you don't know what are those, no worry. Later you are going to learn, and you will learn about React Native. React Native, actually Redux is for state management. Material is for designing good components effectively. We can create good components effectively by using this. And React Native is for mobile, but developing mobile applications. For that, we need React Native. And at the end, I will give one end-to-end application. We will learn one end-to-end application. I will not call it as a project because calling as a project is misguiding you, because project cannot happen simply like this, right? For project, lot of involvement is required. We will create a end-to-end application. That means we will build a complete end-to-end project. So which will showcase all our topics that we have learned. Whatever we learned in React, we will implement all of them and build one application, end-to-end application. I will give you an example with, I will give an example of mean MERN stack actually. MERN stack means it contains MongoDB. MongoDB is used for database. Express is used as a middleware, and R for React. React is used in front end. And we will use Node.js. This is for server side. By using all these, finally, we will learn how to build a complete application. We are going to learn how to build a complete application by using all this, right? So these are highlights of our content, right? In-depth topics, whatever we are going to learn, I will share in the form of a document. You can go through that, okay? These are the highlights of what we are going to discuss. Actually, subtopics, so many will be there. Like we have hooks concept, so which are very familiarly asked in general requirements of React developers. These all you will learn. I am not naming any component, means don't think that we are not discussing. I just given highlights of the content in, because some general topics are very common and we discuss everywhere. That's the reason those topics we are not going to highlight or showcase here. I'm just giving them in detailed content. You can see that, okay? So these are all the topics we are going to learn. I hope everyone is clear, okay? Because when you are going to start any concept, lot of topic wise doubts will be there. Those topic wise doubts you can ask me after you verify the course content. If any doubts are there, once check the course content. After that, if you have any doubts, let me know. Then tomorrow I can talk to you about the doubts related to topics. Okay. Once you go through the topics. Now, after you know this, now we can start understanding, learning, working with React.js. The first important question here is what is React? What is React? What is the concept of React? So now we can technically go in detail about the concept. What is the concept of React? What is React? Actually, React, it is a JavaScript library. It is a JavaScript library used to build UI, user interface. So if anyone asks, what is this React? So is it a library? Is it a framework? Generally, people have lot of doubts like library, framework, language. So React is not a framework. React is a library. Actually, what is difference between a library and a framework? I will explain in later scenarios. Generally, anybody who starts learning any software programming, they need to have a basic idea of three things. We call language, we call library, and we call framework. We have three things. So what is the purpose of a language? Can you tell me? What is the purpose of a language? Software language. What is the purpose of a software language? Actually, a language handles communication with device. That means technically a language is used to handle communication with device. Any software language purpose is to handle communication with the device. Actually, what language contains? A language contains lot of statements. It contains functions. It contains operators. Am I right? So a language contains lot of statements, functions, operators, and so many other things. By using these, you can communicate with a device. You can communicate with a device. But to communicate with any device and to build an application which can communicate with the device, using only language becomes a lengthy process. It becomes tough. Because for every concept, I need to write a logic. So that means I want to handle some functionality. Then I need to write a logic for that. And that logic will handle the functionality. Language becomes very heavy. Language becomes tedious, slow in responding to handle the functionalities. That is the reason, to make the developer's life easy, lot of libraries are designed. What is the advantage of library? A library contains predefined functions. A library contains predefined functions. It contains ready-made functions. What is advantage of these functions? So the advantage of these functions, that means they are predefined, already written. What you can do is you can implement and you can customize according to requirements. That means you don't need to write everything. Already they are written. Just what you have to do is you need to just implement them, and you need to customize according to your requirements. That makes developers' life easy, because developer need not to write for every functionality. already lot of functionalities are written. By using those functionalities, you can build one application. That means you can build an application. So application you can build by using, you can build application by using a language, and you can build application by using a library. So, but library, actually library is built with what? Library is built with a language. Understood? Library is built with a language. That means all the functions are designed by using a language. That means some developers will sit together, they design one library for you and they will give it to you. You are also a developer, but you are using what already some developer have built, and you are implementing them, customizing them, and designing your application. So libraries allow to build application. Language also allows to build application. But what is problem with library and language? They can build application, but they cannot control application flow. They cannot control the application flow. They can build application, but cannot control the application flow. That means building an application is not enough. Controlling the application flow is also important. Controlling application flow is also important. That means where should I store the data? Where should I show the data? How data need to be accessed from the store and display? How to collect information from the user and send into the store? How to manage the communication? This entire communication is not handled by a language or a library. A language and library are good in building applications, but they are not good in controlling the application flow. So you need a framework. You need a framework to handle all this. That means a framework is responsible for, a framework is nothing but a framework contains several predefined, it contains predefined libraries. A framework contains lot of predefined libraries. You can build application and you can even control the flow of application using framework. So framework is having a large scope. You can build application, you can control the application flow. Right? Building application is not enough. Controlling application flow is important. And any application, you need framework. You need framework. Actually, you learned some Java, .NET, PHP, Python, some technologies. When you go to job, first question they ask, what frameworks you know? You learned Java. In Java, what frameworks you learned? Because only Java is not enough for us. That means Spring, Hibernate, all these comes under framework. You learned .NET. What frameworks you know? .NET people, ASP.NET, MVC, these are frameworks. You learned PHP. Then what frameworks you know? Cake PHP, Code Igniter, all these are frameworks for PHP. Python, Django, Flask, Grok, all these are frameworks of Python. That means in real world application development, a library is not enough. You need more than a library. That is what? Framework. So that means we have languages, we have libraries, and you have framework. So React is a library. That means you know the drawback of this. What is it? React is a library, so it can build application but cannot control application flow. That is the reason it is good in building application. It is very, very good in building application. But to control application flow, you need to take help of some frameworks. You need to take help of some frameworks. That means only React is not enough for an application, right? React requires a lot of frameworks support in order to build a perfect application. And a lot of frameworks are required and used. I will tell you those frameworks. We will discuss about that. Technically, React is very good for building effective user interface. So you are not thinking about entire app. You are thinking about only UI of an app. UI means user interface. Then think about React. Think about React. You are thinking about a complete app effectively. Only React is not enough. Only React is not enough. It needs support of lot of frameworks. Lot of frameworks. So officially you see here, this is React.js. This is official React.js. You see, it says that a JavaScript library for building user interface. That means officially React says what they are. So if anybody says React is a framework or a language, that is wrong. React is officially a library. And for what purpose? Is it a library good for building apps? No, they itself telling that it is good for building user interfaces in apps. User interface in app, because any software developer knows that a library cannot build a complete application and control its flow. It needs support of a framework. So React is very good in building effective user interfaces. That is the reason this is the answer for several people who have a doubt. Do I need to learn React or Angular? Right? Many people have this doubt. That is the first doubt that comes, whether to learn React or to learn Angular. Now, one important thing you should know is, I will tell you that. So what is React? It is a JavaScript library for building UI, user interfaces, right? Now the point here is, what is difference between React and Angular? What is difference? Because when I come to learn React like concepts, the first opponent for me is Angular. That means everybody asks which one I have to choose. Is it Angular or React? Now I will tell you one point. If you are a senior software engineer with 2+, 3+ years experience in web development, and you want to go to any company for interviews, both Angular and React are required. It's not choice. Who made choice? You are making choice. Huh? Right? Who told you Angular or React? It is not Angular or React. It is Angular and React. That means majority of people don't know this. Majority of people think Angular or React, any one is enough. It is enough for a fresher, because for a fresher, we don't expect much. For a fresher, we expect that he knows some advanced technology, because later we can change him according to our requirement. But for experienced people, it is not a choice, no choice. You must have knowledge of React and Angular. Suppose you are a Java developer or a .NET developer or a PHP Python or a UI full stack developer. You went to a company. Some companies, their projects, they ask React. Some companies, their projects, they ask Angular. If you learned any one, that means you are not suitable for other. That's simple. For example, you see here, let's go to Naukri. I am searching here, Java full stack developer, suppose Java full stack developer. These days are full stack developers. Na? I'm searching for Java full stack developer. You see, this is Java full stack developer job roles we are having. And you can see here they are asking React.js. For a Java full stack developer, senior developer, they are asking React.js. This is Java developer, am I right? That means now I scroll down here. So you can scroll down and check into the list here. And full stack developer, you can see React is there. So you see here Angular is there. And here also Java developer only. Virtusa is a very popular one. And they are asking Angular, not React. And the Java full stack developer, you see Java full stack developer, when I look into it, here they are asking Angular. In the top two, you have seen React. Here you have seen Angular. You have seen Angular. Now you tell me what to learn. I will not give suggestion. You tell me what to learn. You have seen the market here. That means the point here is every Java project doesn't need React. Every .NET project doesn't need Angular or React. That depends on the requirements. So if for a fresher, having a knowledge in React or Angular is good. Anyone is good. Anyone he can learn. But for an experienced person, there is no choice. It's not like a choice. You choose anyone, because if you learn Angular, you will miss the calls from React. You are a Java developer, but only Angular Java projects people only will call you. You are a Java developer with React knowledge, only those people will call you. Other jobs you will not get. Means others, they will not call you. That means a senior developer don't have a choice of Angular or React. It is both. It is both. That is the reason there is no choice of the technology of Angular and React in the current generation. That means senior developers, they need to have knowledge of both. But the point here is, what is difference between Angular and React? I hope you know. The point just now I told you, React, what is React? React is a library, and Angular is a framework. So which one is large? Which one is large? Obviously, framework is large. Framework is very large because it contains lot of libraries in it. Library is light. So the point is, you don't need Angular in every application. That means now I will tell you who will choose React, who will choose Angular for their projects. That means, for example, see, if your project is building, so is about, your project is about building a building application with lot of server side frameworks, and you want just your UI to be more effective, then React is good. That means your project is about building an application. In that application, server side, already lot of frameworks they are using. That means they are using MVC, MVP, MVVM, or they are using microservices. Lot of frameworks they are using server side. In Java, .NET, PHP, Python, lot of frameworks they are using, but they want an effective user interface. They are looking for effective user interface. So then better they will go with what? React. Because in the backend already frameworks are controlling the application. In the backend already frameworks are controlling the application. Only they need a library which can make the UI better. Then in that case, which one is better? React is better, because I don't want an framework client side again, because already lot of frameworks are there in the server side, they control. I want only effective user interface. Then better go with React. And very important, if your project is about building an app, building application with minimum, so you say minimum use of frameworks in backend, minimum use of frameworks in backend, and maximum is expected to handle client side, then better to go with what? Angular. That means your project decides that we will not use heavy frameworks. Client server side we will use simple interfaces, simple frameworks. They have to use framework, but not complex use of frameworks. And they want an interface, so that in interface front end side, lot of interactions we need to manage, and we want to control our application front end. If you want to control your application in the front end very much, then better you go with Angular. For example, I will tell you the best example here. I will tell you. For example, you have Netflix, you have Amazon, you have Facebook, you have Instagram. These all people, what they do is, these all people use lot of framework in the backend because their load is heavy, their data is heavy, their interactions are very heavy, because millions of people are working on them. Am I right? They are very heavy applications. Millions of people are interacting, millions of people are working. Then they use very heavy backend. In that case, they want their effective user interface. Only UI must be effective. These all are built using React. These are all built using React means don't think that these are React apps. Their UI is React. Understood? Amazon is using React means Amazon is not built in complete React. It is front end is React. How Amazon can be React? It's not possible, because Amazon is an ERP. It needs lot of databases, lot of server side. That means the UI for Amazon, the UI for Netflix, the UI for Facebook, the UI for Instagram is built with React. These are all built with React. They are all built with React. So you can see that is the official React actually. These are all official React. This is React.js. These are the features and all the concept about React. If you want to see the customers of React, you will see MUI. You can see the customers here. Some of the customers, this is actually customer. These are all related to that. That means Amazon, NASA, Netflix, Shutterstock, Spotify. These are all using React. React UI libraries they are using. They are all built with React. Now, very important is that means backend is using lot of frameworks. Only front end they need to make effective. In that case, then we can go with these options. Now, what is about Angular? How about Angular then? That means what you see in complex front-end applications, the frameworks and all. For example, so if front-end is very complex, that means you see, for example, you see an operating system of Windows for mobile. Am I right? You see an operating system for Windows for mobile. It is having a lot of backend, but mobile operating system in the front end, it has to handle a lot of things. This is done with Angular. Because it should control the flow in the front end. That means actually Microsoft related all applications are built with what? Angular. They are built with Angular. They are all designed with Angular. That means you see MS Office like apps, WordPress like apps. That means WX Office like, you see Office like apps, presentations, documents, Excel spreadsheets like apps in the front end. You see on your mobiles and all, they are very complexly built with Angular. It is good in building progressive web applications. Progressive web applications. For example, I will show you, suppose I will show you, I hope you have seen, suppose Photopia. This is, for example, I will show you this. This is nothing but, this is a very complicated app. You can see this is Photoshop Online. This is Photoshop Online. That means in a browser you are using Photoshop. Photoshop is a very heavy tool. It's a very heavy application used for photo editing, and it needs lot of things in the front end. These kind of complex, not only interface, lot of interactions also front end. You need lot of filters. It works like an app in your browser. This is Angular. This is Angular. I don't want this type of complex apps. I want only interface. In that case, better you go with React. So now you cannot force any company that you use a React, you use Angular, you use Vue, because everything is according to client requirements. What kind of application? So never think that you are having a choice between Angular and React, right? So because I will not say that because I am currently teaching you React, I will say that React is better than Angular, right? Because when I have to teach Angular, will I say Angular is better than React? That is bluffing you, that is misguiding you, right? That means we have to tell that both are important, both are required, but depends on current requirements. If your company's projects, because why people mostly prefer React, means I'm just saying, because I can't say mostly, that again changes. React and Angular both are different, and why people mostly showing recently interest in React, recently showing more interest in React. Interest grew in React than Angular, because now projects are not much thinking about using a heavy framework in the front end. The projects are thinking about making their front end lightweight, front end effective, not a heavy front end. In that case, they always go with what kind of technology? React. I hope you got a clarity, right? You understood the concept. What is difference between Angular and React? So React is a library and Angular is a framework. Actually, Angular is, people call it as a developer's platform. It's a more than a framework. It's a big platform actually. So that is the reason never compare a platform with libraries. Never compare them. It's a Angular is a platform. Platform means it provides lot of tools for developer. From building to development, whatever is required, every deployment, everything is provided by Angular. It's very heavy. That means you see, I showed you React. You see Angular. This is Angular. It says that it is actually, you see, this is. So a web development framework for building the future applications, right? It is a framework. Angular is a framework and React is a library. React is a library. And what is difference between library and framework? Primarily, library and framework can both build the application, but library cannot control the application flow. Application flow can be controlled by only framework. So which projects will use Angular? The projects who minimize their server side frameworks and they want to control from the front end, then such projects will use Angular. If the projects are using already heavy frameworks in server side and they want to minimize client side, then they better go with what? React. That is the first basic difference you need to know, right? Now, after knowing this here, technically, one more doubt is here, like many people are confused. So what is there any difference between React and React JS? Is it both are same or different? So there is no difference, actually, no difference. Both are same. React, you can call React or you can call React JS, but Angular JS different. There is difference between Angular and Angular JS. That is the reason sometimes people have such doubt. Because actually, is there any difference? Is there any difference between Angular and Angular JS? Angular JS, yes. Angular is different, Angular JS is different. Both are different, actually, complete different. That is the reason people have this doubt, right? Is React and React JS also same like Angular JS? No, both are same. If anybody asking React or React JS, they are asking for same thing. But Angular JS, not same thing. That means if you learnt Angular, you will not be suitable for Angular JS jobs. Angular JS is different. If you learnt Angular JS, you are not suitable for Angular jobs. Companies have complete different uses of Angular and Angular JS. Actually, Angular JS is old version. Angular is new act. And companies are currently still using this Angular JS. That is the reason in some company requirements, you may find they ask Angular and they ask Angular JS. But if anywhere they are asking React JS, don't think they are different. Both are same, right? You can call React or you can call React JS. This is one important thing here. Now, the question here is, another important question is, why we need Angular or React like library and framework to build UI, as we already have jQuery. We already have jQuery and JavaScript. Then why you need Angular React? I hope you people know jQuery is also a JavaScript library. React is also a JavaScript library. Both are same. jQuery is also a JavaScript library, and it is also used for building user interface. Then why React? Why Angular? That means why we need Angular and React like library and framework to build UI if we already have jQuery. That means jQuery have its UI. That means you see we have jQuery UI. This is jQuery UI. This is a library, jQuery UI libraries are there. So the JavaScript library, you can see this is jQuery. This is a JavaScript library. You have jQuery and jQuery UI. It's taking time. Let's. Some problem is that. So some server. Okay, this is jQuery user interface. This is jQuery user interface. That means you can create effective. This is jQuery. You can build effective UI. You can build effective UI by using jQuery. Already people are doing that. Do you know 90% of web applications are with jQuery only? Even today, even though you may be thinking React, Angular, these are now trending. That means now trending means from past few years you are building using React and Angular. That means not even 20% of internet. That means these are there from more than a decade. More than 10 years we are using these jQuery like concepts. That means 90% of internet is occupied with jQuery. Right? Occupied with jQuery. So now it is growing percentage in React and Angular. It will take at least for 10 more years to make less of jQuery, more of React in web. Right? That means for more than 10 years you used one technology means it's not silly. That means it's not like every day millions of websites are coming every day. Now imagine, so from past 10-15 years jQuery is used, means how many are there on jQuery, right? That is the reason even today several old projects may ask jQuery, right? But the modern people are not interested in jQuery. They are now more interested on React and Angular. Why? Why? What is the problem with jQuery and JavaScript? What is the issue with the JavaScript and jQuery? This is the key point. So for that, you need to understand one important concept. Why we need Angular and React? For that, you need to understand, you need to answer one more question, then you will get answer for this. What is the question is, what are the challenges? What are the challenges in modern web development? If you can answer this question, then you will get an answer for this one. What are the challenges in modern web development? That means we are building applications for web from several years. But from past few years, these challenges changed because see, I will tell you one simple point. We have web developers working in companies, more than 10-15 years experience people are there. They are working in companies. They are already web developers. They know HTML, CSS, JavaScript and all these things they know. They again come to learn latest HTML, JavaScript and CSS now. They are learning new techniques, new technology. Why? Because the web generation is not like how they were doing past few years back. Now generation changed. Lot of new requirements are there. Their knowledge is not enough. Their knowledge is not enough. They are web developers only. Already they are working on JavaScript, but they are not aware of new things in JavaScript. They need to learn several new things to match the current generation of web. What are the major challenges in the current web development? First important challenge, unified user experience. The first important challenge is unified user experience. Unified user experience. The first challenge is unified user experience. Unified user experience means, I will tell you one point. Unified experience is nothing but, actually, for example, we have some YouTube. We have some YouTube. Now, this YouTube I am watching on a desktop. I am watching this YouTube on a desktop. On a browser, I am watching it. Now, this YouTube I have to watch on mobile. I have to watch on mobile. Now, what happens here is, just now, as I told you already, that I think you will agree with the point that 80-90% of current generation internet users are using internet from their smart device. Will you agree that? Right? That means no more you are using a desktop or a laptop. You are doing everything majority from your mobile. From a smart device, you are doing that. Now, what happens is they developed this YouTube, designed this YouTube, and we can watch it on this laptop or desktop screen. But when it comes to smartphone, small, because they have less bandwidth, this YouTube is unable to fit because it is very large and it is unable to fit onto smart device because they have limited bandwidth. Now, what YouTube people started doing in the beginning of smartphones? In the beginning of smartphones, YouTube people started optimizing. They started optimizing their YouTube. Optimizing means what? They compress and they try to fit onto mobile. You might have seen, I'm talking about early days of smartphone where we used to have a browser called Opera Mini, you know. I'm talking about a situation where we don't have YouTube app. We have to open browser. In browser, we can watch YouTube in mobile. You've been into that situation, right? You used your smartphones before YouTube app came, right? If you have used, you have felt this problem. The point is, now optimizing means what? It compress and it will fit onto mobile. When it compress and fit onto mobile, what is problem? Several features are not available on mobile. That means the features that I am watching on my desktop and laptop, the same features are not available on mobile. Then I ask them why this option is not working. They will say that because it is mobile, it can't work. I don't want this answer in the current generation. How I am experiencing YouTube on my desktop and laptop, the same experience I want on my mobile. Every feature should be same. Every functionality should be same. There should not be any suggestion like because mobile this will not work. It should work. I want same experience, same functionality across any device. This is called unified experience. And this is not easy. This is not easy to design. Talking about it is very easy. For a software developer, developing an application in such a way that it will have same experience across any device, it's not easy task. This is one of the major challenging one for a developer. This is the first challenge, unified experience. Another important challenge is the major challenge is fluid experience. Unified experience and fluid experience. Fluid experience is nothing but, for example, see, I am watching Google search. In Google search, I am searching for React. I got some React. I got some results about React in Google search. And see, some millions of results came. Now, how do I watch next page results? How do I watch next page results? I will scroll down. I will scroll down. At the bottom, page number will come. Am I right? And I have to select this page number. Now, imagine a person who is watching your website, how he will hit that page number in mobile. Is it friendly? No. You might have used websites even today. You will be zooming and hitting a button. Have you experienced it? That is not good. That's not good. You can't ask user zoom and click this. Right? That means I need to zoom this and hit that one. That's not good idea. This is not fluid experience. But see, these people have image search. Am I right? When you go to image search, millions of images came, but here there is no pages. Just scroll down, next set of images will be loading. Am I right? There will be nothing like next page and previous page. There will be nothing like next page and previous page. You just scroll down, next set of images will be loading. Am I right? These days you see Facebook and all. That means earlier you scroll down, it says next post, previous post. Now you scroll down, next post will be keep on loading. That means everything comes in one page. This type of experience is called as fluid. That means everybody wants like this. They want their applications like this. Unified experience, fluid experience. Now the point here is you want to build applications in this way. That means with fluid experience, unified experience. So then can you do this with JavaScript and jQuery? I just explained only two basic challenges. Later you will learn others, right? Can we do this with JavaScript and jQuery? We can do that. We can do that. But what is problem with JavaScript and jQuery? That means now the question is, what are the challenges? One challenge is unified experience. Another challenge is fluid experience. There are so many other. We have loosely coupled and extensible. Loosely coupled and extensible means he is using the application without disturbing, add new features to him. That means you developed one version, an app, and you given that app, he is using that application. And while he is using application, you want to add some new feature. How you will add the new feature without disturbing his application? Will you develop another version, ask him to install? No, you just leave the application idle for few seconds. We can push new details into that application. You see all your mobile applications, you are using on mobile, you leave it idle for few seconds, then they will say updated. That means the new features are added into them. This is not easy. This is not easy because when a new feature is added to an existing working application, this new feature may corrupt the existing application. This leads to catastrophic failures. So, and that can be handled, that need to be handled in the modern generation. That means without stopping the application, without asking him to reinstall the application, we should give him new features. That is a challenging one. These are all the challenges in the modern web development. Now the question is, what is the solution? What is solution for this? How you can design unified, fluid and loosely coupled? The solution is better build what kind of applications? SPA. We call them as what? Single page applications. Better build single page applications. What is the specialty about single page applications? They are unified in experience, they are fluid in experience, they are loosely coupled. Are these single page applications new? They are not new. They are already there from several years. Now they are trending. The first single page application is Twitter. Twitter is the first single page application. The world's first single page application is Twitter. Twitter is there before React and Angular. Right? Twitter is there before React and Angular, and it is the world's first single page application. So single page applications already there, but everybody wants like that now. Everybody wants their app like that. That means now it is trending. Single page application is not a new concept. It is trending. So what is the specialty of single page application? They have unified experience, they have fluid experience, and they have loosely coupled and extensible. Now the question here is how to build single page applications. How to build single page applications? Can we use jQuery and JavaScript? Can we use JavaScript and jQuery? The answer is yes. Then why you are not continuing? The problem is very simple. Actually, you already learned JavaScript. What is problem with JavaScript? JavaScript requires lot of DOM manipulations. JavaScript and jQuery requires lot of logic, coding functions and all, coding functions and all. And to handle fluid unified experience, you need lot of AJAX. In JavaScript and jQuery, to handle lot of single page environment, you need 90% AJAX you have to use. Usage of AJAX is very much required. These are all the issues with JavaScript. These are all the issues with JavaScript and jQuery. That is the reason. What is the solution again then? What is the solution? Solution is React and Angular, like Vue, like technologies. There are so many. You have like Knockout, you have like Ember, like you have like Backbone, all so many are there. These are all the solutions for them. These are all the solutions for that. That means if anybody asks what is the purpose of React, Angular and all this, they are used for building good single page applications. They are used for building good single page applications. What is the problem with JavaScript, jQuery? They need a lot of explicit AJAX, DOM manipulations and all. And these people made it simple. That means these people introduced libraries in such a way that without using explicitly AJAX, internally everything is AJAX. Even internally everything is asynchronous. So that makes these single page applications easy to build by using React and Angular. So that means if you are learning React, what is the main concept? What type of applications you are going to build with React? Single page application. And why we need single page applications? I told you all these. These are all the challenges of React. Now the point is, what are the features of React? What are the drawbacks of React? Then we can start practically working with React. First, we need to know what are the features and drawbacks. That we will see tomorrow, right? In tomorrow's session, we will discuss about that. These all topics I will upload into a Google Classroom. I will share a Google Classroom. I will share the course content and everything into that classroom, right? You can get that from this. I will create a Google Classroom. You join that Google Classroom, you will get all the notes from there. So I will add a new classroom here. I will share this with online people also. React. Yep. So let me share this here. Yeah, this is the Google class code. I will upload that here. Here I will upload the complete course content, and our course will take at least 45 sessions to finish all the concept. We will learn with both React with JavaScript and TypeScript. We will learn both with JavaScript and TypeScript also. TypeScript I will teach you here what is necessary for React, but JavaScript you should learn, right? We are going to learn React with both TypeScript and JavaScript. Okay, here I will upload all the class related contents, notes and all, right? So demo related, whatever videos are happening, demo videos I will upload here. Okay, if anybody missed out the demo sessions, they can attend here. Okay, then tomorrow we'll continue. And in tomorrow's session, we are going to discuss what is React, what are the features of React, and what are the drawbacks. Then we can start practically. Without knowing all these, we can't directly start practical, right? So tomorrow we'll discuss features. Okay, right. Yes, Manash, what is your doubt?
Sir, actually, I'm doing your JavaScript batch, morning batch. So, am I eligible for this?
You can continue. All right.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yes, Naresh.
Yeah, hi sir. Sir, actually, will we learn JavaScript also, right, sir? Here.
Here no, we will not learn JavaScript. You have to learn JavaScript and come here.
Okay. At
Okay.
least basics also.
No. This is for the people who already know JavaScript. We will not learn any basics of JavaScript. Then it will become 4 months course. Okay, na?
Okay, okay, sir.
This is only for people who already have JavaScript knowledge. Huh?
Actually, we are attending morning session also, sir. For
Then you
JavaScript.
can continue. Then what is issue?
Okay, sir. No, sir. Actually, we will discuss here. Then morning.
No, we will not discuss here. Huh?
Okay.
That is why we started a separate JavaScript batch. Huh?
Oh, okay, okay, sir.
Yes, Manoj.
Hi, sir.
Hi. Yeah.
I learned Angular already. Is it the same amount of JavaScript knowledge is enough to learn React, sir?
What is your doubt?
I learned already Angular already. So is same JavaScript knowledge is enough to learn this React?
Same is enough for React. No problem.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes, you can unmute yourself if you have any doubt and you can talk.
Sir, good evening,
Hi, sir. Hello.
Yes.
Sir, do we have a React Native separate
Yes.
session?
We will learn React Native, but only introduction.
Okay, fine.
Right.
Thanks.
Good evening, sir.
Yes.
This is Ganesh. Hello.
Yes.
Sir, I also attending the sir full stack web development batch at 6 p.m. This batch is suitable for me. Because
You already attending JavaScript, na? You can continue,
yes,
no
yes.
problem.
Okay.
Right.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hi, sir.
Yes.
Can you teach us, sir, Bootstrap how to integrate with React?
Here we will learn Bootstrap, CSS, everything. Material UI, all we will do with examples.
Okay, sir. And one more is class component and functional component difference.
Without that, there will be no React. I don't know from where you will get these questions.
No,
without that, there is no React. Who told you that ask function component, class component? Without that, there will be no React at all. Understood?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Because I already joined your JavaScript class.
Without that, there will be no React. You will learn both. Right.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Sir, good evening. Sir.
Yes.
Sir, I am Rasul, sir.
Yes, Rasul.
Sir, I am in your 6 p.m. batch, sir.
Okay.
Sir, can I continue this?
You can continue, no problem. You already started JavaScript and doing now.
No, sir.
6 p.m. batch.
6 p.m. batch.
You will not fit. You need to start JavaScript. Without JavaScript, you can't handle.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, good evening, sir.
Good
This
evening.
is Rajesh.
Yes.
Sir, recently completed my HTML, CSS, JavaScript course.
Then you can attend, no problem.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, good evening.
So, sir, I have basic knowledge of JavaScript. Means
it's okay, no problem. Even you have basic knowledge. Whenever any topic of JavaScript we are discussing in React, I will explain detailedly so that you can handle it.
Okay, so I'm aware of the only basics of JavaScript. Means what are the objects?
With the basics, you can continue, no problem. Okay. If any topic that we are going to discuss in JavaScript, which is for React, I will explain the topic in and then we use in React. So you will not have any issue. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hello. Hi, sir. Lakshmikant here.
Yes, Lakshmikant.
Sir, any other timing for the React JS?
No, this is the ideal timing. We don't conduct in other timings because this is only the timing asked by many people. Either 7:30 p.m. or 7:30 a.m. because many working people will be there. That's the reason. Okay.
Okay. And sir, are we in this batch? Are we going through any project implementation?
Project, I told you, na end-to-end application we will build. That itself makes a personal project. Okay. End-to-end application means a complete environment of how to build from front end to back end. Okay.
Okay.
Hello,
And the link you shared, that is the
There
actual
I will
class.
upload all the classroom notes and everything every day, whatever we are discussing in class. Okay.
hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, if you couldn't take this batch, when you will next React batch, sir?
It will take time. It will not be immediate. It will take at least a month of time.
Month of time. Okay, sir. Sir, can you upload the course details in the?
Yeah, I will upload the course contents and everything. Okay.
Oh, okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hi, sir. This is Ravi.
Yes, Ravi.
I'm attending the morning your JavaScript class. Can I attend the class? 9 classes completed, right, in the JavaScript?
Yes, yes. You can continue, no problem. Okay. There will be no issue in continuing it. Okay.
Okay.
It's 7:30 to 9, sir.
Yes.
Good evening, sir. This is Monica.
Yes, Monica.
Sir, actually, I'm an Android developer, sir, with Java knowledge and basic Kotlin knowledge. I just wanted to move towards the React Native.
Okay.
React and React Native. It will be suitable for me, or should I learn?
This is enough. You can handle it, right?
No need to. I am not aware of JavaScript, sir.
JavaScript, you must have basic idea.
Okay, it is basic ideas. Then I can continue with this.
Then you can continue.
So both the knowledge I can get, sir, React Native as well as React.
React Native, we will not give in depth here. We will just give an introduction because that is for people who already know Android. For them, an idea on React Native is enough. They can handle.
Okay.
Okay. Right.
Thank you.
Hi, sir. Good evening. This is Pawan.
Yeah, good evening.
Yes, sir. We have any test cases in this curriculum, sir?
Yes, yes. We will learn testing also.
Just or Enzyme, sir?
Just.
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
Hello, sir. I'm Vinay.
Yeah, Vinay.
Sir, I don't know anything, sir. Just now I attended in this class. I don't know HTML, CSS also.
Then you will not fit into this React, Vinay. You need to have knowledge of HTML, CSS, JavaScript, then only for React. React is not for people who don't know any front end.
Okay.
Right. You need to have knowledge of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's today's first session, sir.
Yes.
What is the fee structure?
That our admin will contact you. Okay.
Can you share the number, please?
He will in contact with you. You logged in with your email, na?
Okay.
He will send you details.
Okay, thank you.
Sir, SharePoint, I am working on the SharePoint. So basically,
yes.
So basically, can I develop the UI on SharePoint?
Yes, of course, you can do it.
Okay, sir.
No.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, Vishnu here.
Yes, Vishnu.
I'm asking for, is there any database is included in this course?
Here database is not included, but as I told you, we will learn end-to-end integration because this is only React class. This is not backend.
Okay.
But I will give you an overview of how to connect with databases, interact with server side and consume. We will build an end-to-end application. Okay.
Okay. Is there any API part will come in the future?
Without API, learning technology is not good in the current generation. We have to learn with APIs.
Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Anyone else? Any doubts are there?
Sir,
Hello, sir.
Good evening,
Yes.
sir. Lina
Yes.
Bose speaking.
Yes, Lina.
सर एंगुलर 14 की जो बैच हुई थी सर, तो अभी होने वाली है क्या? आप ही लेने वाले हो?
अभी मेरा नहीं है कोई बैच, दूसरा कोई बैच अभी एंगुलर का शुरू नहीं हो रहा है, अभी जस्ट ओनली रिएक्ट का चल रहा है।
हाँ, मुझे एंगुलर 14 का था ना, वो करना था सर।
हाँ, तो एडमिन से एक बार कांटेक्ट कीजिए, आपको कोई बैच शुरू हो रहा है तो बताएंगे उसके बारे में।
हाँ,
right?
हाँ, आप होते तो अच्छा होता सर।
हाँ, लेकिन टाइमिंग सूटेबल नहीं है इसीलिए। हाँ, अभी रिएक्ट शुरू कर रहे हैं ना, साइमल्टेनियसली एंगुलर नहीं होता इसलिए।
ओके
ओके
ओके सर।
राइट, या
Yes. Get a
yes
React.js developer after completing this course.
yes yes
Okay.
Santosh, what is your doubt?
Can we get a React.js developer job after completing this course?
Yes, of course, that is our goal, right?
Yes, right.
That is the goal and objective also, right?
Yes, right. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, sure.
Hello.
Yes.
Is there any weekend batches for React.js?
No. As of now, we don't have any weekend batches like that.
Okay.
This is the only batch we have.
Okay.
Right.
But if we miss any of the class, where we can get it?
Yeah, actually, if you miss the class, you can follow the classroom, right? And the next day you can ask any doubts if after verifying the classroom content and all. Okay. Actually, course is there with videos also. You can contact admin with videos. He will let you know about it.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Sir,
Yes.
are you taking Node.js class?
No, we are not having any individual Node.js classes.
You are not taking, sir? Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, everyone, then we will connect tomorrow. So tomorrow we'll continue. Okay. Yeah, same link you need to follow for demos. Okay. Yeah. Thank you.